Hey Reza, so this is my review of The Originals by Kat Patrick. So you challenged this book for me, and it's about three sisters who, they're not just identical triplets, they're clones. Their mother ran away with them, who their mother worked in the lab. So they grew up each sharing 1/3 of a day. You have Lizzie, Ella, and Betsy are the three girls' names, which, of course, all being placed on the name Elizabeth, makes it a little bit confusing as a reader to keep track of all of them. So I think that was kind of one of the hard things at the beginning is Kat Patrick, who is the author, really set forth a challenge of, hey, I'm going to give these characters all very similar names, have them share a life, and then continue forward with this story. So a little bit of that made me kind of fall out of the book a lot because it's hard to keep track of characters when they're so similar. And I don't think she really developed the characters far enough to make them unique individuals. And so they all just kind of felt a little bit blah. But I did like, as I was reading this book, how Kat Patrick very much had in mind what her reader's response might be to certain elements. I can't count the number of times where I was having some sort of an emotional response. There were times where I was really angry at their mother for not letting the girls actually live a life and making them share a life. And some of the other stuff where it's just like, you want to facepalm. It's like, no, why? Why does this have to happen? Where the author really kind of has that in mind, and 2 or 3 pages later, she's actually addressing it. I also like, there's a little bit of zest on some of your traditional young adult tropes, like the love triangle, where since you have 3 characters sharing one life, you can kind of make a little bit of chaos that way. And so that's also something that I think did help save the novel a little bit. So in the long run, it was what I was looking for. I was looking for something that was fluff, but not necessarily something that was maybe this fluffy. It's definitely not one of those really hardcore clone books, like you would expect from something like the TV show Orphan Black. It is definitely a more fluffy book. Right after I read it, I rated it at a 5-star, but really, now that I've kind of stepped back from the book, read some other books, got a little bit of distance, I definitely dropped that 5-star rating to a 4-star, because it doesn't really stick with you. There wasn't very much memorable about the book. But it was still really enjoyable while I was reading it. So, anyways, can't wait to find out what you have a challenge for me next. And, I can't wait to hear what you think about the book that I challenged you to. Okay, bye.